Now your forecast first, sponsored by Jackson Hewitt Tax Service. Open year-round to service your tax needs.
Good evening, everybody. I'm your local weather authority meteorologist Zach Hatcher. We had a beautiful day. We have some clouds hanging out around outside. Mostly cloudy skies will be on the way, though. 45 degrees now. Thanks to that southerly wind at 15 miles per hour, we've been able to bump those temperatures up to the mid-40s today. We're 46 in Lakin and a little bit cooler, though, in Peru at 40 degrees. But for this time of year, I'll take it. Throughout the rest of the evening, temperatures dropping close to freezing. We do have a chance of rain and a chance of snow in the forecast. I'll tell you about that coming up. Wmbd News at 5 starts now.
Coming up, a historic day many have been looking forward to, but law enforcement officers still have concerns. Also,
while many brought in the new year with celebration, others mourned the loss of a 17-year-old boy.
And a cold day to dive into the Illinois River. Community members found a way to plunge into the new year. Good evening and thanks for joining us, and a Happy New Year. I'm Matt Sheehan. A historic day in the state of Illinois. Recreational cannabis sales are now legal, and hundreds of people spent New Year's Day in Canton at Rise lining up to light up. People waited in line to get their chance to purchase adult-use cannabis products, some waiting close to 3 hours. They were excited to experience legal cannabis, and many think it's a good step for the state, who will benefit from the hefty taxes. Purchasers say they're happy about the decision for their home state, and that today is a day they'll one day tell their grandkids about.
I think there's a lot of good personal benefits for it, obviously for the medical side and then just for recreation. I think it's a God-given right.
Rise store manager said he's expecting the business rush to continue as people celebrate and enjoy legalized cannabis, and they don't expect to run out either. Well, law enforcement is reminding people that there are specific restrictions people have to follow when making purchases, including how much weed they can buy at one time. State law only allows adult users over 21 to buy and possess up to 30 grams of flower, 500 milligrams of marijuana-infused products at once. Because of the limits, officers and deputies fear customers may try to buy more product than they need. While dispensaries cannot sell you more than the legal amount, authorities are concerned about people visiting multiple locations to get as much as they can. They also have concerns about people using too much marijuana all at once.
People that have never consumed it don't have an understanding as to what level, what limits they have on it, and how it could impact their ability to think clearly. And plus, if you used it back years ago when you were in college, and now you're going to try to ingest this the new strains that are out there, you're probably going to get a little bit overloaded, so you probably will become impaired faster.
They recommend if you're going to try cannabis, consume small amounts at a time so you are not overwhelmed. Well, when children return back to school next week, a fine will double for passing a stopped school bus. The fine for passing a stopped school bus is now $300. That is just for the first time, though. The fine originally cost $150. For every violation after the first one, it will cost the driver $1,000, which is up from the previous $500 fine. Teachers are happy with the change and hope a harder hit to people's wallets will make people drive safer.
I certainly hope that would make people want to stop. I mean, I would hope that people would want to stop anyway just because there are children there. But if a fine will do it, then I think it's necessary, especially since I teach high school, so you have a lot of student drivers too. So I think the $500 fine would certainly keep them from wanting to pass a bus because they can't afford it.
The punishment won't end at the fine either. Current law will also suspend a person's license for 3 months after violation and then 1 year for any violation after the first. Well, minutes before the new year, a 17-year-old boy was shot in Northwest Normal and died shortly after. Treasurer Roberts joins us live in Normal to explain what police officers say led to the shooting. Treasurer.
Well, Matt, I'm in the 1700 block of Putnam Avenue at the Heartland Village Apartments. The night of New Year's Eve, the Normal Police Department responded to shots fired in the area, and they found this 17-year-old boy in this parking lot right over here. Now, officers say he had a gunshot wound in his abdomen. The victim was transferred to an area hospital and died shortly after arrival. Officers say the victim was attending a large social gathering, and after a disagreement between two groups escalated, shots were fired and the victim was struck. The McLean County Coroner's Office scheduled an autopsy for this afternoon, but they are withholding the victim's name. This incident is still under investigation, and as I learn more, I'll make sure to update you all. Reporting live in Normal, Treasure Roberts, WMBD News.
Well, thanks, Treasure. In another news, volunteers brought hundreds of hot meals to seniors in Central Illinois today. Most meal delivery programs take New Year's Day off, leaving seniors without their normal meal. So volunteers at First English Lutheran Church in Peoria cooked and delivered 140 warm meals. 6 different groups around the area helped out and made a total of around 750 meals for seniors. At First English Lutheran, volunteers say helping others is just what they do.
We're using our hands to do God's work. It's what we're supposed to do. And we definitely need, in this day and age, we definitely need more caring and compassion for our neighbors.
The Central Illinois Agency on Aging has been delivering healthy and delicious meals in Central Illinois for more than 30 years. Well, neighbors brought in the new year cold and wet, but for a very good cause. This afternoon, people in costumes or just plain swim trunks and a t-shirt jumped into the icy Illinois River. Look at that guy. There was a large crowd and loud applause for the jumpers who braved the cold temperature to give back to the community. One man who jumped with a group of guys he calls the Polar Pimps say this has become tradition.
I love coming out and doing the plunge for the first of the year, and also helping out with charities and stuff with the money to jump in. It's always important to give. People should always, whenever you have the opportunity to help others out, you should always do that.
Never imagined saying Polar Pimps on air, but here we are. It's 2020. The money raised today will be donated to charities and not-for-profit organizations such as Spring Bay Fire and Rescue, Veterans Helping Veterans, among others. Over $170,000 has been donated to those in need in the Central Illinois community since the first polar ice plunge. It's a birthday little Sullivan Swanson will always remember. He's the first baby of the new year and of the decade in Peoria. The healthy baby boy was born at 12:20 this morning, and parents Leah and Michael Swanson say he's a miracle. The couple are adoptive and foster parents and went through IVF and fertility treatments to conceive. And now they get to start the decade off with their new baby.
And missing it, we got to come in with a huge exclamation point for the beginning of this guy's life, something that he can always take with him as being the first kid of the next roaring 20s here.
The Swansons named their son after Leah's grandfather's last name. Leah says she's loved the name Sullivan and the idea of calling him Sully.
Well, I've said this a lot lately, and I don't get tired of it. It's been a beautiful day. Temperatures surged into the mid-40s, well above what they should be this time of year. We've got the 46 degrees in Peoria. I'll have your weekend forecast coming up.
Watching WMBD News, Central Illinois proud. With Kimberly Eaton, Rebecca Brumfield, and Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local Weather Authority forecast. This is WMBD News at 5.